That's my hot take. I think we should be normalizing ultimatums because it's actually damaging to see all these surprised engagements because they're not real. They're not real. Literally every single person I know has given their partner an ultimatum. Yet we're trying to like pretend we're not giving ultimatums.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from the Modern King titled, "She Gave Him an Ultimatum and Was Shocked by His Response." This is what I've been saying, man. You know, women going out here and giving their stupid ultimatums often doesn't actually work out well for them. They think that they're going to get the man to do whatever she wants, only for the man to turn around and say, hey, no, this is not how this is going to work. Let's jump into the video.
Your girlfriend's literally crying and just left, so I would take, like, that's probably...
Where's your husband?
He's, upstairs. Don't touch me again.
I just see red. So I immediately go running to Brett to tell him what just happened.
Yeah. I have a word with his face.
Me?
He just laid his hands on me.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, like I just woke up a monster.
She's proud of the fact that she straight up lied to her man just to get him to beat up some other dude. That kind of behavior is incredibly messed up.
Hey!
Outside. He's outside.
This guy's gonna die tonight. Chase is going to die on the front lawn.
Fellas, this is the type of woman who's either gonna get you shot or you're gonna go to jail. That guy barely brushed past her. If her man saw the video, he would basically say, hey, he didn't even touch you. What are you talking about? Guys, we run off facts. Women, most women run off emotions. So now the guy's gonna fight. After he saw the video, what you think is gonna happen? He's gonna feel like a because the dude didn't even touch her. Fellas, man, trust me when I tell you this, man. Choose your partner wisely.
It's made even worse when you realize that her behavior is not only encouraged on social media, it's also celebrated as quote-unquote empowerment. Absolutely ridiculous.
Said, if you don't propose to me, you can say goodbye to me and you can say goodbye to the dog. I couldn't believe that he wasn't desperate to lock it down.
So tell them what you think.
First off, if you're gonna tell me you have by this date to marry you, you can leave. Because I am not gonna marry you when you tell me to marry you. I'm not running on your time to propose to you. Proposal is on my time.
So after...
So if you say, as you can see, I didn't propose to you this year because you said I got until the 31st.
Giving a man an ultimatum over something like a wedding proposal is not only incredibly unfair, it's also kind of stupid. The man gets to make the decision for whether or not he wants to marry a woman. She cannot change that. And by the way, guys, if you have a woman who does this crap to you, my goodness, is she not worth being with, in my opinion. Like, screw that.
Ultimatums are a real thing. And I don't think we're talking about this enough because I think all of us want that, oh my God, I just really wasn't expecting this. Can you believe this? This just came totally out of the blue. I'm here to tell you 85, if not higher, percentage of proposals are because of ultimatums.
You can tell that she pulled that percentage straight out of thin air. There is no way that anybody could prove such an outlandish claim like that.
That's my hot take. I think we should be normalizing ultimatums because it's actually damaging to see all these surprised engagements because they're not real. They're not real. Literally every single person I know has given their partner an ultimatum. Yet we're trying to like pretend we're not giving ultimatums.
If a woman is giving a man an ultimatum, then it really shows how little respect she has for the man. She cares more about the titles and the attention and so on than she actually cares about spending the rest of her life with that man.
If you are broke, you should not be dating.
Okay, I wonder if that applies to women as well as men.
I'm not saying if you're broke, you're not worthy of love and happiness.
Well, that's good, because that would be a very classist mentality.
You're just not worthy of me.
No, so this is a pay-to-play kind of thing, is it?
Just kidding. You need to focus on yourself. Broke guys are usually the most insecure guys on the planet.
There's one thing she doesn't realize, you know, if these men build themselves up financially, they aren't going to care if she thinks they're worthy of her because they'll have significantly better options.
I swear to God.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure they're very happy and secure in the fact that they don't have to worry about dating someone who's only after their money.
It's not necessarily their fault.
Oh?
Because as a society, we have prided men and we have made their self-worth contingent on how much money they make or their profession.
As a society, is it? Well then, it seems like some women are doing a great job of perpetuating that.
The broke men, they walk around with a chip on their shoulder.
Is anyone else wondering what they actually consider to be broke?
She has no idea how bigoted she sounds right now. If you replace broke guys with any ethnicity or gender, then she would be in hate speech territory. But because it's directed towards men, she is just expressing the truth, apparently.
If you don't like your circumstances, try to do something about it. Don't be mad at everyone else. Especially not me. What did I do?
Well, one is perpetuating the idea that men aren't worth dating unless they make a certain amount of money every year, which is really no different than men saying that they won't date a woman unless she looks a certain way. But yet, lots of women find reasons to get mad at that.
It's safe to assume that the vast majority of men aren't mad at her for her contempt for so-called broke men. They just ignore her and walk away. To her, that's the worst fate imaginable.
The hell is all this?
Pick one.
What?
I'm giving you an ultimatum. Video games, alcohol, or me.
You're funny.
Pick one.
You're serious.
You really have to think that hard about it, Jake?
Babe, you're the love of my life. I care about you so much. Like, are you serious right now?
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
I need you out by Tuesday.
Whenever these women give ultimatums, they are completely bluffing. Women like this love to go to extremes and just blindly assume a man is going to gladly take the disrespect.
Okay, I appreciate all the comments. I have been crying for like the last hour, but I'm good now. We're good. We're bouncing back. And I've just been processing. I don't want to be toxic about it and be like, give me the ring or I'm out of here. We just don't roll like that. I feel like the best course of action is to just casually bring it up, but also just stay super focused on me and being the best version of me that I can possibly be. And hopefully soon, if not, then I just have to kind of go my own way. But like even the thought of that literally makes me cry. I just know that that's not the right answer, but I just was unsure of how to get there now. Does that make sense? I don't know. Just say your prayers for me.
If she truly loved her man, then she wouldn't care about not getting married. She would want to be the best version of herself naturally for this guy.
Google the richest women in the world, like where they got their money from. It's rough. It's rough out there, guys. They ain't starting businesses. They're marrying dummies. It's almost all of it is divorce. Feminists do not want to hear this. But there was one woman who was the richest woman ever from a startup company, Elizabeth Holmes. She ran a company called Theranos. She started it herself, dropped out of college to start this company, and it was a total fraud. It was all fraudulent. She's going to jail forever.
It's really no surprise how the richest women in the world got that way because of divorce. Divorce is a massive get-rich-quick scheme, and it's celebrated all over the Western world.
She was worth $34 billion at one point. It was a blood testing company. They falsified all sorts of data, and they lied to investors and all sorts of... She used to dress like Steve Jobs. She wore a black turtleneck and everything, and I saw her speak once.
What's funny about this is how you know there are going to be a bunch of feminists who are going to say that she was jailed because she was a rich businesswoman, not because she defrauded investors of an obscene amount of money.
What happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort? It seems like guys can just put the bare minimum and not even really put in effort anymore. They don't really care to. Or they're like, why don't girls just go and make the first move and make the effort? When did it become a thing? Now it's like role reversal where they expect girls to be making the first moves, yearning for a guy and chasing him. That is, I feel like, the downfall of why it's so hard to meet someone, because men don't put in effort.
If you ask a single modern woman to define the word effort, she's going to list off a whole bunch of things that are far above the quote-unquote bare minimum, which is also, by the way, something that they can't define.
There's plenty of pivotal moments. How about when a woman called a man weak for opening her car door? Or the time that men pursued women on dating apps and him saying, hey, how are you, wasn't good enough? How about the pivotal moment when a man is looking out into the open and happens to glance in a woman's direction and somehow he's undressing her with his eyes? Or how about the moment when women considered everything the bare minimum and nothing is ever good enough?
Modern women have made it clear that a man is only worthy of her recognition if he not only does everything in the relationship, but he must also perfectly meet the impossible standards that she has, while she gets to move the goalpost whenever she wants.
Or what about the pivotal moment where men have to fix everything in a relationship to make it work and women have to simply exist? Or how about the time there was a study done that said 80% of women find men unattractive, so why would they try anymore? Or the pivotal moment where men can be accused of SA or grape at any given moment by accident just because a woman is pissed off because she was rejected? Or what about the pivotal moment that women have constantly told men that they're so undesirable that they would rather pick a bear over a human being, as if men don't have feelings?
The man versus bear thing was absolutely insane, but if there's any bright side to that outside of the comedy, it's that it just exposed modern women for their terrible attitudes even more.
Or how about the pivotal moment that every single man that ever chased a woman was considered a simp and women simply didn't respect them or want to be with them because they're chasing and they're trying too hard? What about the pivotal moment when the nice guy gets left because he's not toxic enough? What about the pivotal moment where men can't even simply be respectful without it being considered creepy or too friendly? Or what about the time that women decided that not even Cheesecake Factory was good enough for a first date? That they didn't want to get to know men for who they are. They wanted to know how much money they made and their status. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound worth chasing.
It's funny how the dating standards have shifted to the point where the date is judged purely on the price tag of the meal that she's eating instead of the company that she's actually keeping.
What is that financial bracket?
At least $100,000 a year.
So
Yeah.
if he made $70K, don't reach out to you.
Not really interested.
And there's that magical $100,000 number.
Okay, be taller. She wants a taller man.
Yes.
Now we already got to the money question, which is make at least $100K.
Yes.
The delusion on women like this is just unreal. Divorced, out of shape, with a child and a receding hairline, of course, and she thinks that she can get herself a man who makes $100K a year. A man like that does not exist.
Yes.
Let's do the Kendra Cam. Okay. All right. Ooh, yeah. We see you, girl.
Yes, I'm a plus size woman, so.
So not only is she masculine and independent, at 5'10", she's well over 200 pounds. Easy. And at 39 years old, a single mom of 2 young kids, I don't see how that's a good deal for any man. For a 40K man, for a 50K a year man, let alone a 6-figure guy.
The one thing this woman doesn't understand is that it's the man who gets to choose what woman he wants in his life, not the other way around.
Men have it easier in society. Would you be willing to switch gender roles with a man?
No.
Why not?
No. See his power.
Why are women more likely to switch gender roles with another woman than she would switch gender roles with a man?
Again, see his power.
Okay.
I don't know.
So if see his power, why are women always talking about how hard it is to be a woman in our society?
Cause dudes ain't I don't know.
Why aren't guys allowed to say that women ain't
Because that's disrespectful. What if your mama was shit?
Well, once again, then why is it not equally disrespectful to say that dudes ain't if women talk about equality?
You know what? That's a good question.
Is it possible that women just want double standards instead of equality?
That's because modern women never wanted equality. They wanted preferential treatment to act out as much as they can, while the men are expected to adhere to their traditional roles. It's pretty insulting to watch. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves, guys. Peace.